Okay? Is everyone okay? Physical okay, mentally
Todo el mundo está bien, físicamente bien, mentalmente bien.
Physical okay maybe because you went for rest and took rest and you come back. I think maybe you are okay, no pain here. But mentally, I have to think. I will know how is your mental. I think I'll throw this down on your face in this one. I'll throw down. Then I will see how is your mental, your reaction.
Físicamente creo que estáis todos muy bien, habéis podido salir, moveros un poco, tomar aire, pero vamos a ver cómo estáis mentalmente, así que quizá puedo hacer la prueba. Si cojo este aparato y os lo tiro encima, vamos a ver mentalmente cómo estáis, qué cara ponéis.
Okay, so if I go back to what I've been talking, so yes, now very importantly, Buddha's teaching. Now we really need to. It's about exercising our mind and turning our mind from negative thoughts, negative emotions, and negative experience and negative habits that which we all have, as always, as I said, getting angry, getting attachment, getting all this, desire and understand, we are, to love someone also has, we put lots of conditions, many things, lots of expectations. So anyway, because of that, our love is never pure, and we receive also when we don't give, we don't receive pure love also, and that turns into a suffering. So anyway, our daily life, daily routine from morning to night, how we spend our life, it is very important, and it will really matters a lot in our life, in our whole life. So every hour, every minute, every day, every month, every year is very, very important for our life, that how we spend. So Buddha's teaching is all about how our life really go. So if we are able to attach this Buddha's teaching into our daily life as a practice of the Buddha's teaching, then it will be a very useful, meaningful, and really impact. It will be a direct impact into our life and to all the mother sentient beings. And this is something which we all the practitioners should keep in mind and should try to do that. Though I know it will be very difficult. It's very difficult. And Buddha himself, he could not attain the enlightenment in one lifetime. Many life, not one lifetime, more than hundreds life. He took many hundreds of life. He took, and by practicing, one after one life, and that's how the Buddha also attained the enlightenment ultimately, at the end. So of course, for us, it's not a very easy thing, but as a practitioner, as a Buddha's follower, or we have to try bits every day, so that at least our life will be a little better day by day, which is very important. So that is what I'm really always encouraging and advising all my friends.
Bien, para volver entonces al tema, a lo que estaba hablando, sobre la enseñanza del Buda, el tema, el objetivo de la enseñanza del Buda, que es girar nuestra mente, cambiar nuestra mente y apartarla de todas estas emociones negativas, pensamientos negativos, estos hábitos negativos, como hemos estado diciendo, del deseo, de la ira, del apego, como hablábamos de cómo nuestro amor suele ser muy condicional, con expectativas, y también eso hace que puesto que no damos un amor puro, tampoco recibimos un amor puro. Esto nos trae también un sufrimiento. Así que ¿cómo pasamos nuestra vida? ¿Qué hacemos con nuestra vida de la noche a la mañana, un día tras otro? Esto es lo que realmente importa mucho. Que cada hora, cada minuto, cada día, cada mes, cada año, cómo lo pasamos, cómo lo dedicamos, es lo más importante. Y la enseñanza del Buda va de esto, de qué hacemos con nuestra vida. Y si podemos traer nuestra práctica budista a la vida de esta manera, entonces es útil, tiene un impacto y le da sentido, y entonces ahí es donde se puede hablar del beneficio para todos los seres sintientes, nuestras madres. Así que para todos los practicantes es lo que tenemos que tener en mente. Todos los días sabemos que es difícil, sabemos que no es una tarea fácil. El Buda mismo no alcanzó la iluminación en una vida, necesitó más de 100 vidas, cientos de vidas, y practicando vida tras vida, al final alcanzó la iluminación final. Así que para nosotros tampoco será fácil, pero cada día tenemos que probar, intentarlo un poquito más, un poquito mejor cada día, y siempre quiero animar y aconsejar a esto.
It is very important that we should not be too, we should not be too, how to say, like fanatic about it. That's very important. As being a Buddhist or anything, so sometimes we are very much too much rather than in practice. We are very much fanatic about it, saying I am Buddhist, and we talk. We have so much of kind of attachment, and maybe I don't know, some kind of a strong kind of attachment yourself, attachment to the Buddha or Buddhist teaching, or fanatic about it, being so fanatic about it. And that's why sometimes religion creates lots of issues in the world. As you can see, sometimes because of religion, there is a war also sometimes. There's a killing, there's I don't know, many things. It's not because of the teaching or the religion is bad. The teaching is bad. It's not. It's just being too fanatic about it. It's being saying, I am this, so no, I am that. And this is not the really way the Buddhist practitioners we should. What Buddha is teaching, it's not about that you have to be saying, I am Buddhist. I think during the Buddha's time, for whole his life, in his teaching and also he never even talked about that I am Buddhist. There's no word even call it Buddhist. He just said a simple person that who understands all the reality, who accepts the reality of life, who accepts everything, who understands that attachment is suffering, who understands desire is suffering, who understands anger is suffering. So he tried to, deal with all these things. That's all his practice, and try to offer his love, compassion towards all the mother sentient beings. That's the thing. Not Buddha have never said that so-called Buddhists or Buddhism. There are no such. Then of course after the Buddha, there's such so-called nowadays in the world. There's like Buddhism, Muslim, Christian, and sometimes we fight also. You are this, that, and it's lots of confliction. So it all happens because of being so fanatic. So that doesn't help the world. It doesn't help you also. You're just saying I'm this. What it helps you? It doesn't help you anything. Nothing else, nothing at all. And what helps you to being a Buddhist? Nothing. It's better, rather than it's not about that you have. It's Buddha's teaching is not only for Buddhists or whatever. It's about who understands, who really understands the suffering, and who really wants to be happy and really accept the reality and deal with how to deal with our day-to-day life suffering. So that is very simple. So we all have to, practitioners, we all have to understand this from Buddha's teaching. We should never be so fanatic about it. If it goes long, you can stop me.
Una cosa importante es no volvernos fanáticos ni siquiera fanáticos del Buda o de las enseñanzas o del budismo o de cualquier cosa. A veces nos lo tomamos demasiado así, empezamos a hacer un gran tema de yo soy budista y cogemos mucho apego, nos aferramos mucho a nuestra propia identidad como practicantes, como budistas, a las enseñanzas del Buda. Y si miramos lo que algo ocurre a veces en el mundo con las religiones, es que aparecen conflictos religiosos, aparecen guerras y aparecen incluso personas matan por ello. Y no es porque las religiones o sus enseñanzas sean malas en sí, lo que ocurre es que la gente se vuelve fanático con ello. Así que hacer todo un fanatismo de yo soy budista no es la forma. El propio Buda nunca habló de yo soy budista en toda su época, en toda su enseñanza. La palabra budista apenas existía. Se hablaba simplemente de una persona, de alguien que entiende la realidad, que entiende que acepta la realidad de la vida y que entiende y acepta que el aferramiento es sufrimiento, que la ira es sufrimiento, que el deseo es sufrimiento y que lo pone en práctica. Alguien que ofrece su amor y compasión hacia todas las madres, a los seres sensibles. Se trata de esto, no se trata de hablar de una identidad budista. Hoy día en el mundo sí están las grandes religiones, está el budismo, el islam, el cristianismo, y debido a personas que se lo cogen de forma fanática y que insisten mucho en yo soy esto y yo soy aquello, y se critican unos a otros, hacen todas estas cosas y nada de eso ayuda a nada, no ayuda ni al mundo, ni ayuda a uno mismo ni a la propia persona. Así que lo mejor enfoque es aquí, en vez de pensar en ser budista o en tomárselo como algo específico budista, es decir, no, cualquier persona que entienda, que pueda entender cómo funciona el sufrimiento, la felicidad, que pueda llevar esto a su vida del día a día. Esto es lo que como practicantes debemos aspirar a hacer y nunca volvernos fanáticos de ello.
One time, one of my, not friend, but in a kind of like in India, in a conference, kind of like a conference that many religion heads are there. So I met one Christian father who is, I think you call it father, who leads the prayer of these things in the church. I think he wears the, why do you call it father? Priest, yeah, that's better word, yes. In India we call it father. I think the priest is much better, yeah. So he's a very high, in the church. So we are in the conference. So he asked me, you are Buddhist. So of course, so he's saying, you are Buddhist monk. What do you believe? He said, he asked me, what do you believe? And I said, I believe nothing, Then he said, what? I said, I believe nothing. I believe only one thing. I said, what? I said, I believe that if I slap you, you slap me back. That's what I believe. If I give you flower, and tomorrow you will give me a flower. I said, this is what I believe. I don't believe there's something there, there's a belief. I said, I have nothing. I want to believe in what is the reality is. Like what I give you, I get it. This is the Buddha's teaching, and this is why I want you to best. I want you to be good boy, because I have to face the problem. So I don't want to harm anyone, because I have to face. I don't want to hurt anyone because I have to face. If somebody gives me angry, I wanted to take that person as my teacher, as my who made me angry because I had a chance. He gave me a chance to practice love, compassion. So whoever is nasty to me, bad to me, doesn't like me, they are my friend, they are my teacher, So I only believe that I give you slap, you give me slap, I give you a flower, you give me a flower. That's all I believe. He's saying, wow, he's saying, oh, good, and he just think a lot, and he said, oh, I have to go back to room and I have to think more. And I said, okay, you go and think more, So it was kind of like I talked the direct because this is what I learned from Buddha's teaching. This is what I really believe, I believe the reality. This is what Buddha's teaching is. So it is not about someone great or someone deep, that belief, that God, there's nothing. It's just what you do, you get it. So that's why. That is the reason why we have to be good. We have to be good boy, good girl, because it will come to you. But we don't understand this. That's why we just wanted to be the top, be the winner. But that's not possible. That's not possible. Until and unless you make someone's winner, you will never be a winner. You will be the winner only if you make someone's winner also. Then at the same time, you will also be the winner. You will also be the, so happy. That's what I believe. And this is what all the practitioners should practice.
Una persona que conocí en una conferencia, en un encuentro interreligioso en India, era un sacerdote, en India decimos un padre cristiano, una persona, un sacerdote, alguien que lleva la congregación, que lleva las oraciones, alguien con un puesto bastante elevado. Y él se dirigió a mí, me vino y me dijo, tú como monje budista que eres, ¿en qué crees? Y yo le contesté, yo no creo en nada. Y me miró como, ¿qué? Y le pude decir, bueno, yo creo una cosa, que es que si yo ahora a ti te doy un golpe, probablemente me lo darás de vuelta. Y si te doy una flor, probablemente mañana me darás una flor también. Creo que lo que damos es lo que nosotros luego recibimos. Y esta es la realidad en la que yo creo. Y por esta razón quiero mejorar, quiero ser una buena persona y no quiero dañar a nadie, porque entiendo que si hago daño a alguien, tendré que enfrentar el mismo daño. Y por tanto, cuando si una persona me trata mal o me hace enfadar, mi respuesta puede ser de tomarle como mi maestro, porque esta persona me está dando justo en esa ocasión la ocasión de practicar un amor y compasión. Así que esto es todo lo que yo creo, le dije. Y se me quedó mirando y dijo, tengo que ir a mi habitación y pensar más sobre ello. Yo hablo de forma muy directa, me explico directamente, porque esto es lo que he aprendido de las enseñanzas del Buda, que tenemos que enfrentar la realidad. No se trata de imaginarnos cosas, de pensar de si Dios quiere algo o ha creado algo. Lo básico, la realidad es que lo que nosotros damos es lo que luego recibimos. Y esta es la razón por la cual merece la pena, tenemos que hacer todo lo posible por ser buenas personas. Y cuando una persona no entiende eso, entonces solo piensa yo quiero ganar, yo quiero conseguirlo todo, pero eso no es posible. La única forma de ganar es primero hacer ganadora a la otra persona, a los demás. Y si tú haces que los demás ganen, entonces tú también ganarás. Esto es lo que los practicantes debemos comprender y poner en práctica.
We use, in Buddha's teaching, we use the term called karma, the karma, we use the term called karma. But it's up to you whether you use or not. But karma, we use the karma or not, it's up to you. But it's important to understand that it is very important that to practice love and compassion, to be a nice, to be a generous, to be honest. That is very important, because nowadays when we talk about love and compassion, and many people have a question saying that why, why I have to love him, why I have to be nice to him, why I have to be good to him, because we have no connection, because we have nothing, because they don't understand what Buddha understood. Buddha understood that simple. Buddha understood that whatever you give it, you will get it. So that's the thing what we normally in this world people don't understand. People don't take this. That's why we just we think that helping other, loving other means if I love something, if I be good to somebody, it comes in mind that it will only be good for that person. Suppose if I give a cup of tea, something to that person, it means it will be good for him, but for me, nothing. That's the thing. That's the reality now in the world. I give him why? Because no reason. I do nice because there's no reason. I can angry, it's okay. We don't understand that is everything it affects yourself. We don't understand that. Suppose that's why Buddha said love and compassion is very important, because if you don't give it, or if you don't give the love, you will never receive the love. So that's why it's important to practice love and compassion, because love someone, it doesn't mean that you only love that person and you get nothing. No, you get a lot. You get lots of benefit. Maybe not in physical benefit like giving your gift or saying thank you, but mentally. Suppose it is my experience also that whatever I have done good things, sometime maybe I've done good things maybe 1 year before, 2 years before. When I think about this, it gives me so much of happiness. It gives me so much of pleasure. Even it's 1 year ago, 2 years ago, the love that I have given, the help that I have given, the compassion that I have given, it gives me so much of immense pleasure, happiness, and really appreciate, and it really helps me a lot also. Then of course for that person, and this is what we call it the samsara. This is how we've been just the whole world's been very nasty to the environment for many years. Now it's time that they are giving us back. So many problems everywhere now, earthquake everywhere, water flood everywhere, tsunami everywhere, earthquake everywhere, no water. I heard Barcelona is also very shortage of water, but very good. Yesterday there's good raining, lots of rain. I think I bought some rain. So anyway, there's raining. So anyway, it's again, it is whether it's rain or not. It's not. I will say it's not one. It depends on. We say natural disaster. It's a natural. Nothing is natural. I will say nothing is natural. Nothing. In this world, I will say nothing, a single thing is not a natural. Everything is there's a reason behind. Everything is there is a reason behind. Nothing is natural. Everything is there's a reason behind. There is what do you call it? If you say natural disaster, this is what words we use nowadays. Natural disaster. It's not a natural disaster. It's a human-made disaster. Is a man-made disaster. All the disasters happening outside, within yourself also. There are many disasters happening in you, in your daily life. Many disasters. Like in the morning you fight with your office people, you fight with your husband, you fight with your wife. This is the disaster is happening in the family. This is a disaster. Who made the disaster? You made the disaster. How you made disaster? Out of your anger. It's your anger who is making this disaster. and disaster, like big disaster, like water flood, this is we made. We all the people who have been very naughty, using water so much, unnecessary, whatever, all these things, what we do. So anyway, the external disaster is all by man-made disaster. Our internal disaster is also our own. We have created this disaster. So we have to understand the reality. We have to understand why these things are happening. Why you are angry today. Why you are, people suicide nowadays. People go through depression. Why people go through depression? Why people kill themselves nowadays? It's all that you cannot control your disaster, your anger, your simple. So the Buddha's teaching is about this. It's about how you have to control all this situation.
En las enseñanzas del Buda tenemos la palabra karma, el término, y bueno, es una cuestión de cada uno si quiere usar esa palabra o no, pero lo importante es la comprensión de cómo funcionan las cosas, y eso nos hace entender el beneficio de practicar la bondad, el amor, la compasión, la honestidad, la generosidad. Porque hoy día la gente se hace muchas preguntas sobre esto, ¿no? ¿Por qué razón tendría yo que ser amable con ellos, cuidarles o amarles? ¿Por qué razón mostraré yo amor por esta persona con la que no tengo ninguna conexión? Y esto es lo que el Buda comprendió, que lo que tú das es lo que recibirás de vuelta. Y esto en el mundo hoy día las personas no lo entienden. Piensan que darle algo a alguien, incluso una taza de té, solo será bueno para esa otra persona, será bueno para él, pero no para mí, entonces no hay razón para hacerlo. Pero en realidad todo lo que hacemos, la primera persona a la que afecta es a uno mismo, y por esto lo más importante, si no damos amor, no podremos recibir amor tampoco. Así que no hay que pensar nunca que dar amor y compasión es dar y que no recibes nada. Tú recibes mucho de vuelta, lo recibes mentalmente, los beneficios son enormes, aunque físicamente quizá no te devuelvan un regalo. Cuando yo pienso en estas cosas, me recuerdo a veces incluso de 1 año o 2 años atrás, de momentos en los que he ayudado a alguien, que he sentido amor, que he cuidado de alguien, cuando he podido dar algo. Años después me traen un placer, una felicidad, un aprecio inmensos. Y así es la naturaleza de las cosas, así es la naturaleza de este samsara. Hemos sido terribles con el medio ambiente y ahora nos lo está dando de vuelta en forma de problemas, en forma de terremotos, de inundaciones, tsunamis, sequías y demás. Aquí en Barcelona también he de decir que está en una situación de sequía, de falta de agua. Por suerte ayer llovió durante el día, traje la lluvia conmigo, pero en fin, sea como sea, tenemos que entender que el exceso de agua o falta de agua, la gente habla de desastres naturales y no existen desastres naturales, de hecho nada es natural. No hay nada que sea natural que ocurra por sí mismo, todo tiene una razón detrás. Cualquier cosa que ocurre debido a razones. Y estos desastres supuestamente naturales son desastres creados por el hombre, creados por la humanidad. Y en nuestra vida diaria también hay toda clase de desastres. Nos levantamos, salimos corriendo al trabajo, empezamos a tener peleas en la oficina o con la mujer, con el marido, con la familia. Estamos generando desastres, pequeños desastres por nuestra ira. Y los grandes desastres como las inundaciones también los creamos entre todos, y esto ya lo sabemos. Los desastres externos son hechos por el hombre, los desastres internos también son nuestra propia creación. Así que si entendemos esta realidad, no hay forma de entender por qué nos permitiríamos de estar enfadados hoy. Porque hoy día vemos que hay muchos problemas mentales, muchas personas se deprimen, personas incluso se suicidan a sí mismos, y eso significa que no están pudiendo controlar sus desastres interiores, sus desastres mentales, su ira y otras emociones negativas. Y esto es lo que es la enseñanza del Buda, cómo tomar control de todas estas situaciones.
So, if I talk about happiness, which is the most important, or what is the really wanted, which everybody's, whether you're a practitioner, whether you're a believer, non-believer, practitioner, non-practitioner, whatever, but it's not only about human being, all the beings, cats, dogs, animals, every beings really wanted to, live happily and stay happily. So if I talk about happiness, we have to understand as a practitioner, as a follower of Buddha's teaching, we have to understand that happiness in a different way is very important. In a different way, that not like a normal people, what a normal or non-believer or non-practitioner people they believe as a happiness is that, like in example, like they considered happiness like they look for happiness from many, all this what do you call it, physical or whatever, all these objects, many objects, like all these objects like money, I don't know, beautiful things, many things, like we think maybe beautiful woman, beautiful man, beautiful car, beautiful house. So it's all a kind of like accepting as a source of happiness. So this is what we all do it, and which is really not a source of happiness, because the happiness is not exist there. There's no we are searching for happiness where there's not even exist. There's not even a happiness is there. So how can we search something which is not there? If I search for a food in the empty basket where there's no food, but we search for a food. So this is what we are going through. We have been searching happiness through many things, many external things, objects or anything which has not even existed. Happiness is there. So practitioner, we have to clearly understand that happiness is just within yourself. It's very important. Happiness is just within yourself. It's about understanding. In example, what normal people will, what we actually what we really normally usually think is that if we have many things, many money, many many things, the more money you have, the more wealth you have, we think that the more happier we become. But as a practitioner, it's important that we understand the more number we have, it will not give you a happiness. We have to understand it will give you happiness only when you appreciate that you have this. Only the appreciation can give you a happiness. It doesn't matter whether it's a big or whether it's a small. Even if it's very small, you can be very happy about it if you appreciate this. If you don't appreciate this, even if you have 1,000 pieces of what you are, and it doesn't give you any happiness. So happiness is not on that thing, but happiness is on your mind. How much you appreciate. Appreciation is a very important. Is one of the main important teaching of Buddha's teaching. That appreciation. Appreciate every bits and things happening in your life. especially good things, of course. And when you appreciate, it becomes a source of happiness for you. Though it's not, of course, not the ultimate happiness, but yes, from small we have to grow up. So it becomes a source of happiness if you appreciate. If you have one wife, you have to appreciate this. Then wife will become more beautiful every day, I will say. But if you don't appreciate, you have 100 wives, you have 50 wives, you have a 10 wife, it doesn't matter. It will not give you a happiness. It will only give you a more headache, more suffering, more problems. If you appreciate, a cup of water will really give you lots of appreciation, lots of happiness. You feel good about it. If you don't appreciate, even someone give you coffee, if someone give you something better than water, it's nothing. It becomes worse than water. So it's not about how big, how much, the size, it's not about this. It's about how much you appreciate. How much you appreciate. The more you appreciate, it becomes more better. It becomes more beautiful and gives you more happiness. So this is what Buddha's teaching is. In your daily life, you have to appreciate. In order to live, if you wanted to be happy, you have to appreciate rather than making more and not appreciating. What we do is we make more money, more and more worry actually, But we don't appreciate. We have to appreciate very little things. Up in the Himalaya, people live very simple. People live very simple, very little money, a very little house, very little car. I think they live very happy, maybe more than happier than some millionaires, some billionaires, some very big business people. When I was a child, when I was small, some people tell me he's very rich. He has 10 cars. He has lots of money. So I thought this person will be a very happy person. I thought he will just laugh on me. So when I go to meet him, he's like, he's so stressed person. I'm very shocked. So I asked him directly, why you're not happy? And he said, why I have to be happy? I said, you have so many cars, you have so many money, why you're not smiling, When I was small, I was thinking that. I thought you have more money, you have to smile more. But now I understood that it's not like this. You have little, but you appreciate this and it gives you a smile. So this is Buddha's teaching. This is what I'm saying practically. It's not, we have to know how to create happiness. Where is the happiness? So Buddha's teaching is mainly about where is the happiness. This is the way that really we have to find out.
Y hablando de la felicidad, de lo que todos queremos, todos deseamos, practicantes o no, creyentes o no, incluso no solo los seres humanos, cualquier animal, cualquier gato, cualquier perro, todo ser vivo quiere sentirse feliz. Y como practicantes budistas tenemos que entender la felicidad de una forma especial, no podemos simplemente quedarnos con la idea de la felicidad que tienen las personas comunes, porque comúnmente la gente piensa que la felicidad viene de las cosas, de los objetos, de cualquier tipo de cosas, de conseguir dinero, de conseguir cosas hermosas, una persona, una mujer, un hombre atractivo, un gran coche, una casa. Y todos vemos estas cosas como si fueran a ser la fuente de nuestra felicidad. Y esto es algo que nos sucede a todos. Pero cuando lo miramos, realmente lo que ocurre es que allí no hay felicidad. Ninguna de estas cosas en sí es la fuente de felicidad. Y el resultado es que estamos buscando la felicidad donde no se encuentra. Es como buscar comida en una cesta vacía. Busca, pero la cesta está vacía, ahí no hay nada. Buscando la felicidad en las cosas externas. Así que es algo realmente importante que los practicantes tenemos que entender, que la felicidad está realmente únicamente en nuestro interior. Así una persona mundana piensa, para ser feliz lo que necesito es tener más cosas, más de esto, más dinero. Pero si entendemos que más cosas no significa felicidad, entonces podemos apreciar las cosas que tenemos mejor de otra manera. Una cosa puede ser pequeña o grande, pero aunque sea pequeña, sencilla, si la apreciamos, realmente ahí se convierte en una fuente de felicidad. Y si no la apreciamos, podemos tener 1000 cosas alrededor y no nos hacen felices. Está realmente en la mente, no en las cosas. Y esta es una de las grandes enseñanzas del Buda, enseñarnos a encontrar felicidad en la apreciación de lo que tenemos en nuestra vida. Esta es una fuente de felicidad, podemos decir que no es la fuente última de felicidad, pero ya es algo, es un punto de partida. Pues si una persona, tenemos pareja, un hombre tiene una mujer y la aprecia, cada día la encontrará más guapa. Y una persona muy poderosa puede tener quizás muchas mujeres, 100, 50, 10, y si no las aprecia, lo único que tiene es tantos problemas, tantos dolores de cabeza, o incluso un vaso de agua nos puede parecer la cosa más hermosa, más agradable, y nos hace sentir bien si la apreciamos. Y en cambio, sin apreciación nos pueden traer algo más rico, un café exquisito, y nos parecerá peor que un vaso de agua. Así que no se trata ni del tamaño, ni de la cantidad de las cosas, ni de su cualidad siquiera, sino de cómo las apreciamos. Esta es la enseñanza del Buda, y es algo que lo vemos en los Himalayas, cuando las personas viven de forma muy sencilla, quizá tienen una casa pequeña, un coche sencillo, pero les ves vivir felices con lo que tienen. Y otras personas que se salen millonarios, personas de negocios. Yo de pequeño también me lo creía, también pensaba que si una persona era rica tenía que ser feliz. Y entonces veía a alguien y me dice, uy, este es muy rico, tiene muchos negocios, tiene una docena de coches. Y cuando luego conozco a la persona, veo que está completamente estresada, que tiene una cara así espesa. Y yo le pregunté directamente, era un niño, le digo, ¿cómo es que no eres feliz? Y se me quedó mirando y dice, ¿por qué sería yo feliz? Digo, si tienes tantos coches, tienes tantas cosas, ¿por qué no sonríes? Así que esta es realmente la enseñanza práctica del Buda. ¿Dónde está y dónde no está la felicidad?
So it's important as a practitioner, we say practice, practice, practice. So this is the practice. Practice every day. Put it in our daily life. Try to practice the appreciation, as I said. Practice the appreciation every day. Try to appreciate whatever you have, rather than just one day complaining about your life. This is Buddha's teaching. Don't always just complain, saying that you don't have this. We have a habit, we all have a habit of always looking and hoping that's something which we don't have. We always look, our mind, our eye, our ear, always to something which we don't have. But what we have, we always forget. We never look at ourselves. So we're always there, I want that. Once you have this with you, but you forget, I want that. Again, you forget this, you like there. So the more you have, and once you have this, and this is a suffering actually, you have this, and then now you also have a double worry that you are afraid of losing this, you are afraid of, losing this, and also at the same time, you have an attachment on this. So many things, afraid of losing, attachment, and also anger when somebody, so we forget to appreciate this. If you appreciate this, and you will not attached, you will not get angry from this. You just appreciate it, So similarly, I think, many of us, most of us in our life, we have a habit of always looking, hoping for something which we don't have. and we tend to forget everything that what we have. So this is a suffering. Actually, it's a suffering. We are looking for happiness. So happiness is there when you know how to appreciate, and everything becomes a source of happiness. Source of happiness is not only money or good things. Even a very small, simple things can become a source of happiness for you if you appreciate. As I said in the beginning, a big food, good food, it might be a very good, but then if you just take it, just small food, it's a source of happiness. For many people who sit in the street, who live in the street, for them a source of happiness is €1. You just give €1 like clock, it's wow, But for the big people, if you give maybe €1 million, still I have to think, this is nothing, I have to think. So it's not about it's not about €1 million or €1. It's about your mind, how you take it. So 1 million cannot give you a happiness, and also €1 cannot give you a happiness, but can give you happiness from both. It's not that bigger one can give you more, less one can give you less. No, it's about how much you appreciate it. This is practice. So we have to practice this every day, our daily life. Put all this practice into our daily life, so your life will become more beautiful. The more practice you understand appreciation, your wife will become more beautiful every day. The world will become more beautiful. Everything, because you appreciate every day that, oh, I have wife. Many billion people, they don't have wife. They don't have house, but I have. So you appreciate. Then you will respect. Then you will love. Then you will compassion. Then you will, if there's no appreciation and there's no love, there's no care, there's no nothing. So this is thing. Appreciation is also very important that we have to practice in our daily life in order to live happy. This is what we're looking for. At the end, we are looking for happiness. So this is one part of happiness. It's a practice of happiness. Appreciation is a happiness.
Y nosotros decimos practicar, hay que practicar, hay que practicar, hay que practicar, y esta es la práctica, esto es lo que tenéis que hacer todos los días, la práctica de apreciar, hacer todo lo posible por apreciar lo que sea que tengamos, en vez de estar siempre quejándose. Hay este hábito, este mal hábito que es tan común que todos tenemos, de estar siempre pensando en algo que falta. No tengo tal cosa, no tengo esto, no tengo aquello, siempre pensando que cuál es la siguiente cosa, otra cosa más que está faltando y que quiero. Y luego, ¿qué ocurre? Que cuando la conseguimos, pues quizá nos olvidamos y queremos otra más, porque siempre está esa falta. Y cuando lo has conseguido, tienes algo, luego te preocupas, puedes tener miedo de perderlo, puedes tener el apego a esa cosa, enfadarte si alguien la toca, toda una serie de sufrimientos que aparecen ahí de más. Y sin embargo, si no nos hemos parado un momento a apreciar la cosa, ni siquiera nos ha traído felicidad. Así que esto es un hábito muy, muy arraigado de siempre tener como esta especie de expectativa de algo que todavía falta, algo que nos falta, que no tenemos, y la felicidad realmente está allí cuando sabemos dejar eso atrás y apreciar lo que hay, apreciar lo que tenemos. Entonces cualquier cosa se convierte en una causa de felicidad si la apreciamos. Una comida pequeña, una comida grande, o mira, por ejemplo, una persona que está pidiendo en la calle, si alguien le da una moneda de €1, se puede de repente poner muy feliz. Y cuando te miras a una persona rica, quizá en un día gana 1 millón y ni siquiera se alegra. Así que todo está en tu mente y en cómo tomas las cosas. No es que 1 millón dé más felicidad que una moneda de €1 o al revés, sino es cómo lo tomas, cómo lo recibes, cómo lo aprecias. Si practicamos esto todos los días, entonces nuestra vida será más bella, mujer, marido, pareja será más bello, el mundo será más bello, todo lo encontraremos más bello. Ya cada vez podemos pensar esto que yo tengo, que tengo pareja, tengo casa, pero muchas personas les falta en el mundo, así que cuídalo, trátalo con amor, compasión, respeto y apreciar. Esto, si buscamos la felicidad en la vida, al traer el aprecio a nuestra vida cotidiana, es la mayor parte de ello.
So when we don't practice the appreciation, and when we don't understand that everything that what around you is precious and it is really we need to be appreciated. So when we don't understand that, then that's how our life or our mind is full of stress, full of wrong, full of negative, full of all the sufferings, saying that I don't have this, I don't have this. Then when we always, even though you have, but then your mind always says that you don't have this. Because looking at other things which has, so we have to understand that it's very important. Everybody is not same. You have to be happy with what you have, what you are going through, because your life and their life is different. It's important because all of us, we tend to always look at others' life. We always forget our own life. We always look at others' life, what he has, what she has, what he's going through, what she's going through, what he's eating, what she's eating. We should not compare this. This is a very much of suffering. If we do that, our life is just full of suffering, always suffering. Because the moment we get out from the home and we see something, and everything becomes the source of suffering for you. So then your life is miserable, your life is horrible. So it's important that you have to understand, you have to appreciate, and you have to, enjoy, accept everything what you are going through. And this is what you have to go through. And you have to adjust, accept and adjust your life with this, with appreciation. And it's very important. Then your life will become much better, easier, happier. If not, then this is what's happening in the moment in the world. Everywhere, it's like depression. I meet so many people who is going through depression. For me, depression or heart attack or suicide is very new for us. Up in the Himalaya, I think until I was 25 years old, I have never even heard about a sickness called depression. That people sick like this. I never heard. I only heard about headache, diarrhea, kidney, I don't know, some blood issue, some headache, some eye issue, some ear issue. Depression, I never heard. What is depression? I know. Only after I start traveling everywhere in the world, then I came to know there's some people going through depression. And I thought, what is this? And it's some sickness. It's like, and it's very, very dangerous. I think it's more scary than many things, many other physical problems. So why people going through depressions? Why people going through all these things? Simple. It's simple. It's because, as I said, they are just always looking out. If you look out, then it's all depression. I think you will get depression so much. I think everything is maybe better than you. Starting from your body, your hair. My hair is not good. Your hair is very good. My coat is not good. His is very good. Everything. Oh, my eyes is not beautiful. His eyes is very beautiful. So everything, starting from your own body to everything, your house, I don't know what to say, but so many things, everything is becoming. Then at the end, what you can't do anything. You can't do. What you can do, you can't do, because this is your life, this is how. Then you go through stress. Then you go through stress. Then you go through this. Then you say, I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't. Then what can you do? You cannot do anything. The last thing you can do is you just die yourself, kill yourself, or jump from the bridge. And this is the last thing you can do. Up in the Himalaya, we don't have depression because we're happy with what we have. enjoy what we have. Everybody can enjoy actually. The dog is enjoying, the cat is enjoying, the small fish they are enjoying. Why we can't enjoy? The dog has nothing, The dog is just simple food. He eats just bark and just run around. He enjoy. Dog never has depression. Dog never has such sickness. Dog never jump by himself. Dog never wants to die. Why? Because their mentality is very simple. They just need food and enjoy the food so much that when they see the food, they just jump and they sleep for 6-7 hours happily. So anyway, it's not about they appreciate. Yes, they appreciate what they have in their plate. But of course, they can't think about human tomorrow or day after tomorrow. They only think about now and they enjoy and finish. So they have no depression. They have nothing. We can do that also. We human can also do that. We also can. So practice is very important. We have to not only practice on Facebook, right? Not only here. Practice in our daily life. The moment we get up, you appreciate your life. Oh, I have one more life. Today I'm not dead. I have life. Oh, today, my wife is there. Wow. Oh, my children is there. Oh, look down. Oh, my car is there. Oh, I have a house. I have television. I have a comfortable. Very good. I will get up today. I will do something good because my life is perfect. I will do something good. I go to kitchen. I have things to eat. So this is how your life should. Then you don't argue also. Even you argue, there's no point because it's impermanent. One day you will. It's just for the short time you are there. So anyway, this is I'm saying. We have to put our Dharma teaching into our practice life. So in our daily life, with practicing understanding of all the phenomena, understanding of all the, and accept all the reality. And this is really called practitioner. For me, this is a practitioner who understands, who enjoys the life, who really, when there's anger, yes, we all have anger. I will not say you have zero anger, but then how to deal with the anger. You have to understand how to deal the anger with love and compassion, deal your attachment with love and compassion, So this is, and our life will be simple. Then that is what, at the end, it is a benefit. It is the impact, a direct benefit of being a Buddhist. And you can proudly say, I'm Buddhist. I listen to Buddha's teaching. Then why? Then people, wow, yeah, she's Buddhist, that's why she's always happy. She's happy with her life. She understands everything. I never saw she's getting angry too much. She's never depression. He's never, into excitements. This is what Buddha's teaching is we should practice.
Cuando no practicamos el aprecio, cuando no nos damos cuenta que todas las cosas a nuestro alrededor, lo preciosas que son, entonces ahí es donde la mente se llena de estrés, de pensamientos y emociones negativas y de sufrimiento. No tengo esto, no tengo aquello, no tengo lo de más allá. Y a la que tengo una cosa, la mente enseguida está buscando la siguiente, buscando otra cosa que le pueda faltar. Así que esto es lo que hacemos, nos comparamos con los demás, miramos, puedo tener una casa, pero miro la casa del otro, y lo que el otro tiene, y lo que el de más allá tiene. La comparación es sufrimiento, es directamente sufrimiento. Salgo de la casa, veo los demás y sus vidas, y se convierten en una fuente de sufrimiento para mí, en una vida horrible. Así que aquí lo importante es comprender, apreciar, aceptar, apreciar lo que la vida nos trae, lo que tenemos que sobrellevar, y ajustarnos y vivir con ello, porque la vida, esto nos hace la vida más fácil, mejor y más feliz, y porque cada uno tiene que pasar por lo que le llega. Cada vida es individual y diferente. Compararnos con los demás no nos sirve de nada. Hoy día también se habla mucho de depresión. Hay muchas personas que tienen depresión, y desde que estoy viajando por Occidente oigo cada vez hablar más de depresión, de ataques al corazón, de suicidios. Tengo que decir, para mí, para nosotros del Himalaya, esto es nuevo para nosotros. Hasta que yo tuve 25 años nunca había oído hablar de depresión. Por supuesto, enfermedades aquí había muchas, todo el mundo hablaba de dolores de cabeza, de problemas en los ojos, en las orejas, en los riñones, en todo el cuerpo, pero a la que empecé a viajar por el mundo me empezaron a contar personas: es que estaba muy deprimido, estoy muy deprimido. Y eso es terrible, es peor que muchos problemas físicos. Y si miramos por qué ocurre eso, es debido a estar siempre mirando hacia afuera. Cuando uno mira afuera, busca la felicidad afuera, lo único que ve es que los demás son mejores que yo. De muchas maneras, lo que ves que esta persona es más guapa, esta otra persona es más inteligente, esta tiene el cuerpo más sano. Y el resultado es que nos deprimimos, que nuestra vida está llena de depresión y de estrés. Porque si empiezo a pensar no tengo esto, no tengo aquello, quizá no puedo hacer nada por ello, no puedo conseguirlo de ninguna manera. Y así es como algunas personas acaban tristemente saltando de un puente, porque es como el último recurso que les queda. Y el ejemplo de la vida en el Himalaya, como la que no conozco, es que disfrutamos de lo que tenemos. Vemos el ejemplo de los animales, un gato, un perro, un pez. Les ves disfrutar. Un perro está por ahí, no tiene nada. Le dan un poco de comida sencilla, básica, corre por aquí, por allá, ladra, pero el perro no está deprimido, no se le ocurre suicidarse. Son sencillos los animales. Disfrutan mucho de la comida, saltan y corren hacia ella, aprecian plenamente lo que tienen en su plato en ese momento. Obviamente no pueden pensar en el futuro como hacemos los seres humanos, pero este aprecio por lo que tenemos en el momento presente es algo que todos nosotros podemos practicar. Cuando nos despertamos podemos apreciar la vida, podemos pensar: hoy estoy vivo, tengo un día más de vida, hoy no estoy muerto aún, tengo marido, tengo mujer, tengo hijos, tengo una casa. Hoy me voy a levantar y voy a hacer algo bueno. Hoy en la cocina hay buena comida, voy a hacer algo bueno con mi día. Y si entendemos la vida de esta manera, entendemos que no sirve de nada encauzarnos en discusiones, meternos a discutir. La vida es corta y esto no nos trae nada. Así que tratamos de poner la enseñanza del Dharma, traerla a nuestra vida, practicarla con una comprensión de los fenómenos, con una aceptación de la realidad. Y esta es la marca de un practicante, alguien que entiende cómo funcionan las cosas. Y entonces, haciéndolo así, este es el impacto de ser budista, el impacto de que nuestra vida se vuelve sencilla, la apreciamos, se vuelve todo más bello, y ahí te podemos incluso decir con orgullo: soy budista. Alguien nos ve y puede decir: ay, esta persona, mírala, que siempre la ves con buena cara, que no está deprimida, no está corriendo detrás de estímulos constantemente. Parece que el budismo le sienta bien. Este es el tipo de práctica a la que podemos aspirar.
That's how we should be able to put all the Buddha's teaching into our daily life, which is through all these things that what I'm talking is very important. And then understanding through these, then of course you can really benefit yourself and of course for others. Otherwise, if we just want to pray a book, then if you don't have any changes or any development in your way of thinking or way of living, then there's not much of impact. So this is very important that I've been talking this to everybody. And yes, then of course, once you understand all these things, then slowly, then of course you can also do the practice like a practice which is any practice that you like to do, whether it's a Vajrapani, whether it's a Buddha Compassionary or Amitabha, you can do many practice, because then these are the all the Buddhas. We pray to the Buddhas. Those Buddhas who have gone through all these practices. So we cannot really ask question or get a teaching directly from those Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. So what can only we do is we can only pray and practice. Suppose Avalokiteshvara, compassion is very important. So Buddha of compassion, he attained the enlightenment through practicing the compassion. So we pray to the Buddha compassion in order to yourself also to have a blessing of compassion, so that your heart, your wisdom will also develop a compassion. So that's why this kind of practice, like a practice of any idam, any deity, anything, any Buddha, particular Buddhas that we do, like Dara practice and this practice. These are all like it's a method. It's a like help for our because they are the Buddhas who have gone through all this sufferings and then attain the enlightenment with our understanding. That's why it's important. Secondly, it's important to practice sometime, like meditation is also the same thing. Once we understand the importance of our mind, then meditation is also important sometimes, that we meditate, because in try to keep our mind into a positive mind, because we know the negative mind is a negative emotion, negative mind is a suffering. So when you understand that, then we will try to keep our mind into a positive and so that's why meditation is also important. But if we don't understand what is really Buddha's teaching is, then practice meditation, nothing can really work on you, nothing can really change you anything if we don't understand the truth, the real teachings of the Buddha, which I have been talking from this morning. So these are which is the main teachings which we should be practicing. Then meditation we can do, this practice, many practice we can do, many different kinds of practice. Meditation, breathing practice, blessings, ritual, offerings. These are all many practice we can do. So these are all a method. It's like a method. It's like a support. It's like a support for us to realize all the to realize for the realization of your mind. So these are all the other practices are your support. You have to understand that.
Así que para empezar hablamos de si eres capaz de poner las enseñanzas del Buda en la vida diaria, como estaba hablando. Esto es beneficioso para uno mismo, luego para los demás, porque puedes todos los días hacer todas las oraciones que están en el libro sin cambiar, sin que esto te genere ningún cambio, ningún desarrollo. Tu vida diaria no se ve impactada y eso no serviría de nada. Así que esto es muy importante y es lo que vengo hablando en todos los centros, a todas las personas. Y luego, una vez comprendido eso, ese es el punto en el que podemos empezar a hablar de prácticas, de prácticas concretas. Cualquier práctica que a uno le guste, puedes practicar el Buda de Vajrapani, Buda Chenresi, Amitabha. Puedes hacer muchas de estas cosas. Estos son Budas, son Budas a los que rezamos, porque ellos son ejemplos de seres que han atravesado estas dificultades a través de estas prácticas y que han llegado al estado de iluminación. Así que cuando nos centramos, nos enfocamos en los Budas, en los Bodhisattvas, podemos rezarles, podemos pedir sus bendiciones, podemos rezarle a Avalokiteshvara, pedir la bendición de la compasión. Es el ejemplo del Buda que alcanzó la iluminación a través de la compasión. Así que cuando le rezamos a Avalokiteshvara es para recibir la bendición de la compasión, para que la compasión pueda nacer en nuestro propio corazón. Y lo mismo con cada uno de estos Budas, métodos específicos. El Buda, cualquier Yina, una práctica como Tara, cualquier Buda de la medicina, cualquiera. Todos ellos pueden ayudar porque ellos, los Budas, son el ejemplo de los que han pasado por todo esto y han alcanzado la iluminación. Y lo mismo pasa con la meditación. Cuando entendemos, a través de estas enseñanzas fundamentales, entendemos la importancia de la mente. Entonces entendemos por qué merece la pena mantener la mente en un estado positivo. Comprendemos que la negatividad de la mente es directamente sufrimiento. Y entonces entendemos la importancia de la meditación como herramienta. Entonces, es solo cuando hemos entendido bien todo esto que hemos estado hablando esta mañana, estas enseñanzas fundamentales más importantes, cuando hemos entendido que esto es el núcleo de la enseñanza del Buda, entonces realmente la práctica de la meditación se puede volver una herramienta para transformarte. Y a partir de ahí, los métodos son infinitos. Puedes meditar, puedes estar con la respiración, hacer rituales, hacer ofrendas. Todos estos son soportes para realizar la propia mente.
Main important thing in order to practice the Buddhist teaching is we have to understand that our life, anger, jealousy, everything that we are hatred that we are going through our life is full of suffering. Our life is full of suffering. All these things that we see around is a cause of suffering. That we have to understand, the main thing. Then we have to feel yourself that, oh, I want you to get out from this suffering. That mind has to be there. Then you have to practice. If you are happy, enjoying, everything good, no problem in this world, everything is this, then Buddha's teaching is no use. This is no use. Then it's just everything is good. Then it's like my health is very good. Now medicine is no use. Why I have to take medicine? Because I'm perfect, I'm good. If we think that your life is perfect, anger is good, jealousy is good, everything is good, I'll fight more, everything is perfect, then Buddha's teaching is you cannot practice. You can practice, you should practice with understanding the suffering and the cause of suffering. If you understand that, then you have to listen and practice the Buddha's teaching, which is all the teach about how to get rid of all this suffering. That's the thing that we all have to have that understanding. It's a very, very important. That's all for the morning, and I think it's lunchtime now. Everybody looks hungry. So that's all for the morning, and then afternoon, I will request His Eminence Kamtar Rinpoche to share his wisdoms with you all, so you can also understand maybe something different, something new from him, rather than just only listening to my boring talk. You must be thinking, oh, this man again, he's talking again. So this afternoon, he will share his wisdoms with you all.
Así que realmente lo más importante es que tengamos esta comprensión de cómo el deseo, la ira, la envidia, todos son directamente fuente de sufrimiento. Estas cosas, y como estas cosas que nos rodean son fuente de sufrimiento. Y entonces es cuando viene el pensamiento, quiero salirme de esto. La mente tiene que llegar a este punto de entender que hay este sufrimiento y de querer salirse de ello. Porque si estás bien con todo en el mundo, estás feliz con tu propia ira, con tu enfado, con tus celos, con tu deseo, te parece todo perfecto y disfrutas de ello, entonces las enseñanzas budistas no te serán útiles, no te servirán de nada y tampoco las podrás practicar de ninguna manera significativa. Así que con la conclusión de esta mañana es el consejo practicar con comprensión del sufrimiento y de las causas del sufrimiento. Y luego a partir de ahí están todas las enseñanzas, todos los métodos de cómo se puede superar y eliminar este sufrimiento. Y hoy por la mañana lo vamos a dejar así. Creo que ya se ha hecho la hora del almuerzo, todos tenéis bastante cara de hambre, así que vamos a hacer la pausa ahora y por la tarde voy a pedirle a Rinpoche que comparta su sabiduría también con vosotros, así que si estáis aburridos de oírme hablar siempre de esto y de que no te quizá que eso se dando la enseñanza muy aburrida toda la mañana, podréis escucharle a él compartir su sabiduría.
Okay, thank you very much for listening, for your patience. Enjoy your lunch and appreciate your lunch, okay? Appreciate it, it will become more tasty.
Que apreciéis el almuerzo y lo encontraréis más sabroso.